Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We are basically ready to head to the Harem of Ardent Dreams. We've got two quests that are taking place in there, so that's where we're going to head to next. Let's see. Oh, Greyboar got beat up, but we don't need him, so he can go rest. Woljif can go rest. Let's grab Lan and Alu Shinria. Head on out. We need to go to the Harem of Ardent Dreams. See what happens here. I don't want to give as much, I want to give as little information as we can about the crystals while still basically accomplishing our mission. Make sure our marching orders are in place. They are. All right, let's read this note. This might be important before we actually go in there. This piece of paper is covered in sloppy writing on both sides. The phrases are incomplete, indicating that someone was taking notes pretty much on the go. Major. Lamashtu, demon goddess, former demon lord, will swat you without even noticing, grovel and suck up to her and pray she's in a good mood. Nocticula, our lady, queen of the Midnight Isles, rules Alushinyira in general and Samira in particular. Obey all her orders and never turn your back on her. Samira, Alushinria's steward, banks Nocticula, naturally in good standings with her. If you want to live in Alushinria, you better respect her. Allies, Deskari, Demon Lord, rules the Rasping Rifts. Nocticula's ally for now. Made some deal with her. Now her servants are all over the Midnight Isle. Or his servants. Don't touch them. That is not allowed. If you off a Deskari cultist by mistake, hide the body, cover the tracks, and pretend you know nothing. Important. Deskari may be an ally, but he's a spawn of Pazuzu who tussles with Lamashtu. Careful. Baphomet, Demon Lord, rules the Ivory Labyrinth. Best buds with Deskari, Nocticula's ally for now. Used to bang Lamashtu, now bunks up with Sakoth Benoth. Dangerous, his cultists can slip into enemy ranks better than worms in your ass. Watch out, if you spot double agents, bug out at once. Enemies. Pazuzu, Demon Lord, rules High Mavana, fights with Lamashtu, and by proximity with Baphomet. Sakoth Benoth, Demon Lord, rules the Cathedral Thelemic, Nocticula's brother and former lover. Got the boot, now sulks and wallows in depravity. Bangs Baphomet, but only once in a while. Okay. Let's take that. It was a good idea of of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We're a subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. You look stunning in your new outfit, as usual. Vellexia covers her mouth with her hand as she gives an elegant little laugh. I certainly couldn't go out wearing that same dress as last time, could I? I would have bored you. Moreover, I would have bored myself. Samira's voice rings out through the hall. All rise. The proceedings will now begin with the suspension of false justice. I, Samira, the ardent dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. All the participants are obliged to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now our first case is brought by the assassin Dugward against the bodyguard for hire Cottrell. Dogward accuses Cottrell of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. Vellexia is more interested in having a conversation than in watching the sham trial. You know, Joseph Starfyre, after our last, Vellexia pauses playfully, visit to Battle Bliss, I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Galorian. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to Velexia's eyes widen with excitement as she utters a word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are. To love. It is common knowledge that demons know nothing of love, so why don't you explain it to me? Let's see, what are we going to choose? Let's whisper to the hand of the inheritor. Do you still believe Vellexia is dangerous? More than ever. Take a look at this place. She brought you here to witness this mockery of justice, to watch this genuine insult to truth and fairness. She's either trying to provoke you to violence or make you one of her obedient puppets. It is a pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains. Vellexia stares at you with wide eyes as she repeats your words. Pure and uplifting feeling. How intriguing and how unfamiliar. Our passions are temptations, and our feelings stem from the darkest depths of our souls. But you say this feeling is pure. Fascinating. Growling with rage, Cottrell, the bodyguard, has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars with approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. This is a perversion of justice. They're making a mockery of the very idea of a fair and noble trial. They enjoy ridiculing the law. Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? And isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I'm most curious to hear your answer to these questions. Just for the trial. I'm sorry, but doesn't this bother you? What? It takes Vellexia a moment to understand your meaning, but then she shrugs. Well, I did warn you there would be entertainment at this reception, didn't I? If it bothers you, I could ask my dear Samira to go a little quieter with her executions. No, these things are caused by lust and dark desire, not true love. So you believe that real love is pure and leads only to pure deeds. Is that true? I can't help but wonder, what happens to a demon who encounters true love? Will her love darken and die, or will the demon rise above herself? The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Samira has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we'll hear the case of Varsa, the Nose Cutter. He attacked two of Alushinria's visitors from another plane, even though the great Nocticula made it clear that they were under her protection. Varsa, the Nose Cutter, tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive. Then he robbed them and cut off their tongues and noses. The scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically. But I'm not Varsa the Nose Cutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is Sharzel, and I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Hep Samira's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price, and I refused to sell. And now she's taken revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way, and at other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes. And, like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not so? Let's keep going with the good lie. The good lines. True love never dies. Vellexia looks at you doubtfully, but you can see how desperately she wants to believe you. Don't lie to me. I need you to be honest. Do you truly believe that? Don't answer. I can see that you're being sincere. Samira shouts to be heard above the screams of Varsa the Nose Cutter. The court finds the evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished. So therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Vasra the Nose Cutter, and he shall be executed without further delay. Samira throws a conspiratorial glance at Samira, who stands nearby. The latter grins and bows mockingly. Samira announces loudly, "And the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous." Let's listen to Samira. The crime of sinful mercy. And the offense was further aggravated by an attempt of self-sacrifice. The tiefling brought forward in chains. Samira glares furiously at the bloodied, beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of Sharzal, a slave trader who died recently. 1 week ago, this tiefling was offered a chance to be an accomplice in murder of his progenitor, Sharzal, in exchange for a portion of Sharzal's slave holdings. However, this mortal refused to participate in such a cunning, highly profitable murder, driven by some insane familial sentiment and a disgusting display of fondness. Samira literally spits out the last word. He warned Sharzal about the possible attempt on his life and personally hired Cottrell, one of the best bodyguards in Alu Shinria, to guard his father's life. Samira has to shout to be heard over the indignant clamor of her demonic audience. There's more. During the last attempt on Sharzal's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feeling of duty and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from an assassin's dagger. We find such actions to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, false justice demands that we sentence this mortal to death. Sharzal's property will be declared destitute of an heir, and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling is too weak to protest, and at the signal of Samira, he is executed by his guard. Vellexia smiles at you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that just played out before your eyes. Thank you for our conversation. I find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I am so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host a small reception for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the Upper City. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, they would continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be as interested in the topic as I am. So perhaps we shall finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet Joseph Starfyre. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Vellexia gives you a dazzling smile and vanishes into thin air. All right. Oh! All right, so now let's see, an invitation, so well, we'll see. That could be dangerous. The art of making friends, talk to Samira. Let's do that one since we're here.
Let us be off.
Don't bother me while I'm dispensing false justice. Alright, so we basically need to leave. And then come back in, I'm guessing.
Let's
That's what we
move.
need to do. After she notices you, Samira gives you a displeased frown and irritably asks, "You again? Have you no friends that you must keep coming here to chat with me? Or perhaps, though I find this extremely hard to believe, you were not completely useless and have something of interest to me?" "I have completed your task." Samira ignores you, looking somewhere else, but in your mind you hear her angrily hiss, "So speak if you have, but use your mind instead of flapping your lips. Your mind!" "I know that you have done much to win Samira's favor, but my heart tells me that helping her would lead to evil. Forget everything I've told you. We will find another way to complete our mission. It was wrong to fight evil by increasing the power of another evil. Reject the promises of the Ardent Dream and we'll leave this place before we betray ourselves and our ideals." Well, now I got to make a decision that I don't want to make. See, this is Now let's go through with it. This is gonna backfire, but either way, we're not gonna have a good outcome, I think. Think to yourself, Naharindian crystals are the blood of the fallen demon lords whose bodies became the Midnight Isle. Baphomet's service mined them like minerals. After a moment of pondering, Samira makes a loud statement. "You've handled my secret task fairly well, though I was expecting you to do it with more skill. Take your reward and leave. My interest in you is at an end. I have no further need of you." The demon peers aside you as if from thin air. Actually, he really does appear from thin air. He holds a neatly wrapped package tied to a cord as red as Samira's hair. You hear whispers of the crowd of demons. Beneath the hushed praise, you hear the burning envy that consumes them. Any of them would give up everything to stand in the place of this Galorian upstart who performed a service for Samira and won her favor. Item received, Slaver's Fury. A hand axe, +5 finesse. Is that it? That was it. Alright. Walking a corpses. I guess we go to the Rapture of Rupture. Sure, that's gonna cause some horrible things down the line.
You are most curious, mortal.
Ah, Noctigula. You hear in your head a female voice, melodious, low, and sensual. You are rather intriguing yourself.
There's a reason they call me Noctigula, the Lady in Shadow. My words and thoughts are shrouded in darkness.
You hear a soft chuckle in response. I take it I finally have your attention?
Yes, your arrival in Alashanira was quite impressive. Rumors have reached me even here, behind my locked gates and my wall of valiant guards. Rumors of a remarkable Galarian taking my Alashanira by storm.
I am asking for an audience.
You have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this guy's in the flesh markets. Said by the gate. Maybe he meant... I don't know. Oh. They just didn't load. Yeah, nobody's loading. All right, left. This is to the right. But maybe... Well, if people had loaded, this would be easier to figure out. Let's go over here.
March on.
Let's hope this doesn't mess up this run. Yeah, this is kind of sucky here. Go to the Grim Mansion. See if this fixes it.
Onwards.
There we go. Well, let's just head on up to Vellexia, or whatever her name is. Alright, let's go to the Rapture here. Velexia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here is our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin, and there is such new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you and makes this last remark. I'm starting to suspect that you are losing interest in our conversations. Vellexia throws you a withering glance and mutters something under her breath before she answers. In that case, you should act fast before you lose what remains of my interest. Vellexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Vellexia looks tired, and her eyes are full of sadness. There is a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up here in the Abyss? You are not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" Whisper to the hand of the inheritor, "What do you think's going on?" The hand's voice is grim. "This is the finale. The performance is about to end. As I've already told you, Velexia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my words. She has grown tired of her new Galorian companion, and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should be prepared to fight, for we are now in this wild creature's lair, and our enemies have us outnumbered. Hmm. Well, let's stick with what we got. I bring goodness and light to this dark place. That's enough. All this righteousness makes me sick. What are you, a holy book that comes to life? All you do is lecture me about love and beauty. It's all nonsense. I don't want to hear anything else about Galorians and their feelings. You're all excruciatingly boring. Vellexia snaps her fingers in irritation, and magic sparks fly from her fingertips. The performers who were unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, dens- density, and color. In a matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly as if lamenting their bitter fate. Velexia's face contorts violently. Her beauty disappears and her features transform into something wild and animalistic. Her jaw expands, revealing her horrible teeth. Guards! Kill him! If you cannot amuse me in another way, then you can entertain me with a fight.
They will break against our resolve.
Yep, I figured Bloody Freak would be there.
I will resist.
Ah, just missed.
The light, take you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Prepare yourself! To the fray!
Fuck, this guy's just tearing up Blue. Holy smokes, Blue is beat up badly.
You won't survive me.
Forward!
Need 20s to hurt her, but
Desna, guide my hand!
This is not my time yet.
move curse spell. Let's see if we have a remove curse scroll here. Oh. Perilous. Remove sickness. Restorations. Gotta have remove curse in here somewhere. We got 8,000 scrolls. Alright, let's see. Nope. 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 Break enchantment. Nope. 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 Scroll of cleanse. Nope. 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 No. No. Spell magic greater, maybe. Oh, come on, come on. Where is the scroll of remove curse? There we go. Knew we had to have one somewhere. It didn't remove her curse. What the heck?
This'll leave a bruise.
Endure this!
needs to hit that guy. That's terrible.
We won't falter!
Cambion Defiler is brutal.
Make your peace.
I removed her curse on her. Why is she still a dog?
No glory without risk!
This is very upsetting. Negative 162 hit points. That's not good.
I can still fight.
Strike with all your might!
I will resist!
The light take you!
Hitting her on 5s? What the bloody hell, actually, Bobby?
We can do it!
Prepare yourself!
That was terrible.
I'm alright.
This is horrible.
The Inheritor, guide my blade! This'll leave a bruise.
Forward!
Desna, guide my hand!
I'm alright.
Still a dog. Like I said, I cast the spell to protect her from being a dog.
No glory without risk! This'll leave. I'll just sit here.
We won't falter!
Make your peace.
Strike with all your might!
I will resist!
I can't cast it like that. I'm wounded!
Yeah, that didn't do me any good. Yeah, gosh dang it.
Prepare yourself!
I won't give and it be.
Desna, guide my hand!
Make your peace. I will resist.
Jiminy Christmas. Vellexia remains her beautiful appearance. She wipes the blood from her pretty face as she screams desperately, "Mercy! In memory of the sweet moments of intimacy that we've shared together, do not kill me!" Lift the spell from unfortunate people you have turned into objects. Free them all now. And this is the price of my salvation? Well, they are free to go. These talentless and incompetent idiots. At least in my manner, they were of some use. But you can have them if you want. Finian's voice trembles with rage. Were it not for the commander, I would have chopped your head off, turning living creatures into other things. It's the worst of all crimes. Should we just finish her off? I've been granting mercy to people, so we're going to grant her mercy. I am grateful for the gift of mercy, and I swear I won't seek revenge. I must admit, you have managed to surprise me one last time before the end of our brief affair. And everybody is beat the heck up.
Rely on me.
Except for Alishinrea. Well, that was a brutal fight.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Alright, so everybody's at death's door. Have any other issues? Alright. Let's go back to the Nexus and rest and get rid of this
Let us
death's
be
door
off.
stuff. Is that it with the Rapture of Rupture? Yep. And we got to pick up Ember anyways. She wants to... Just take the portal, be quick about it. Where are we at? Okay. Ah, there's a portal right there. Alright, let's go to camp and take a nap. It was almost time for a rest anyways.
You know, I wonder, are you always such a nightmare, or are you making an exception just for us Rab? You probably act differently around highborn folk.
You're quite mistaken, my scaled friend. I don't treat people like dirt because they are of a lower station than I am. I simply treat people like dirt. All of them.
Alright. Well, we are almost at that hour mark, so let's go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a blah, blah, blah. Can't talk all of a sudden. Have a great time. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe, all that stuff. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys have been awesome. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.